Our attention on day 5 turned again to the barred Plymouth Rock chick, the black one we had earlier worried about because of her eye. Now a different concern had become more noticeable. She kept spinning in circles. She was also the chick who ate the least. From what we had read, this kind of behavior can sometimes point to a neurological problem. Possible causes mentioned by others included nutritional deficiency, head injury, or infection. Maybe her earlier eye problem and the spinning were related. Maybe they were not. At this point, we simply did not know. We only knew that we were worried and that we wanted to help her as gently as we could. Because we had read that vitamin deficiencies can sometimes be involved, we tried to give her a very small amount of vitamin B12. She did not like it at all. We managed it twice. I think she spun slightly less afterward, though the spinning did not stop. We can only hope she will manage and keep watching closely. Not everything on day 5 was worrying though. The chick's newest favorite seemed to be moringa flowers. I tossed in one flower and it was seized immediately by one chick, then snatched by another, and then stolen again by another, until the flower was gone. It was so much fun to watch. A tiny drama of pursuit, triumph, and disappearance, all in just a few seconds. Another exciting development was their growing love of jumping. Now they were turning everything into a landing place, the top of the water feeder, the dry food feeder, and the pole we had pushed through the ventilation holes. For a while, they seemed completely absorbed in this game, hopping over one another, aiming for the same spot, knocking one another off balance, then perching above the others and watching the next attempts unfold. Is this one of their inborn inclinations? The 2 White Leghorns were clearly in the lead. Whatever the challenge, they seemed to learn it first. We continued separating the 2 white chicks from the others during feeding time. This time we did it on the deck, and there we witnessed one escape and reunion after another. The first round took time. There was much hesitation. One would jump up to the rim of the smaller box, stand there thinking, then climb the sloping flap toward the larger box beside it, pause again, look down, and finally leap back in, immediately joining the others at the food. By the second round, it was much faster. By the third, the boldest White Leghorn hardly hesitated at all. As soon as I placed her into the smaller box, she jumped right out, climbed the sloping flap, and launched herself back into the larger box without a single moment of doubt. She is surely bold and a very fast learner. Her white companion, and the others too, were of a somewhat calmer temperament. They also tried, and they also managed their escapes and reunions, though sometimes they simply settled where they had been placed and stayed there for a while. I suppose that, given enough time, they will all learn to do the same. But for now, each one already seems to have a distinctive personality. And that, to me, is one of the most fascinating things of all. Thank you for watching. If this was helpful or inspiring, please give it a like, share, subscribe, and tell me what you're growing in the comments. See you next time in the garden.